This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Sir, we're back. Hour number 3 of the program, coming to you live from the KSDT CPA offices. My man Alan Kinkle is ready to go. He is there with us here, as always, making it nice and easy for us to broadcast every single month. How you feeling, man? How you?
I'm feeling good.
You're looking relaxed there.
You got to make yourself comfortable.
Bring the mic up.
You got to make yourself comfortable. You know, got to get in the mood here. So we appreciate you guys coming out. We're always excited to have you guys here. It's a good time. It's always good when you can talk sport and call it work.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
So everybody around here is doing taxes and filing. I'm the marketing guy, so I get to come in and talk sports and serve some beverages, and I call it a day. So,
by the way, how crazy was it here in April?
You know what?
Stretch?
It's crazy, but we're busy year round. We're busy year round because we serve kind of the business market.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the individual returns, but it's busy year round because when they're not filing the taxes, they're consulting, they're preparing for next year, they're out there working with clients and how can we make you better? So it's consulting, it's advisory, it's tax. So we stay busy. We try to smooth out the peaks and the valleys. So, like old school accounting from January to April, people go in and you don't see them. And then March, May, they're lying on the carpet in recovery in a fetal position.
But you guys do a ton outside of the taxes. So that's why year round you're busy.
But we've done a good job of kind of planning, scheduling, hiring the right people. So we stay busy all year round. We have some peaks, but we try not to just burn people out. And then because, old school accounting was you burned them out January to April, you didn't see them the whole summer. And then you brought them back in, it's just these real highs and lows, but we just stay busy all year round. So that's kind of a good thing,
This is, I'm so glad I have you on because we are facing so much going on in our economy, and some of the stuff is out of our control. Some of the stuff is in our control, but we as consumers and residents and taxpayers are being affected by the stuff that we can control or we can't control. So one of the things that you guys do here at KSDT CPAs, so for those of you out there, because you think, oh, well, it's just filing in April and then I'm done. No, but you guys do a lot of guidance.
Absolutely.
So give us some guidance right now, how you're guiding your clients right now because of the unknown coming up. The Fed's just dropped a 3/4 point. There's another 1/2 or 3/4 point coming.
Right.
Some will tell you they might even go a little higher than that.
Scary
after
times.
That. Recession could be coming. Obviously, all markets are down. The housing market might start getting affected now. What is the vision that KSDT CPAs have right now? What are you telling your clients on how to plan for the future right
absolutely.
now?
Absolutely. I say disclaimer, I'm not a CPA. That's the guys here. But we talk to our clients. It's everything in life is a plan, right? So when you can plan for the ups and downs, you can ride the highs, but you can mitigate the lows, right? So a lot of business owners, they're still dealing with the supply chain issue. Just like in COVID, cash is king, managing the inventory, the cash, are you able to facilitate that? So we sit down with our clients and we talk to them about planning, or do you have the right staff? Do you have the right inventory? Can you handle your payroll? And so it goes beyond the tax. And a lot of it is education. Like COVID was one of the times that really highlighted the ability to just have a conversation with your client, right? Because before it was you get a bunch of documents, plug in some numbers, here's the check, here's what you owe.
They're off and running. So busy. You're busy.
Yeah, absolutely. But COVID was the first time that mature companies that are 5 generations, companies that are like, we're on autopilot, came to a screeching halt. They were like, we don't have cash. We don't have inventory. We don't have staff. We're shut down. And so our firm, kind of like a lot of firms, we became kings at education, right? Having conversations with the clients. What is out there? What are your options? What can you do? Like one of the banners that we have on your show is the employee retention credit, right? And again, I'm not the CPA. You gotta call in and talk to some of our folks. But what it is all these laws that got passed in the last couple of years, the CARES Act and the American Rescue Act and things like that, pumped money into the economy. But they also were really small business focused. So a couple of years ago, you heard about the Paycheck Protection Program. That was in an effort to keep people on the payrolls, right? A lot of that was meant to time itself out. December 31st, 2020. COVID, the pandemic extended itself. So there's been a lot of laws that have extended. They didn't sunset themselves. So there's money out there. Like we do a lot of work with small businesses that got paycheck protection loans, and they don't know that they could come back and do other things like employee retention credit and things like that, where because you kept people on the payroll, you can actually get money back for just it's a refund. It's really just stroking a check for because you kept people employed. Like obviously there's some criteria and eligibility. You got to talk to the folks, but it's kind of found money, right? So we have clients out there that are getting $500,000, $1 million, $1.5 million of found money that they didn't know just by doing the paperwork, just by doing the legwork. The reason why a lot of people don't know about it is it's kind of that no man land where it's a payroll function. So a lot of payroll providers don't do taxes. A lot of tax folks don't do payroll. So it's kind of in that gray area. So you got to kind of partner those folks up. We kind of handle both here. So we're making the knowledge of it and we're reaching out to clients. Have you done this? Have you done XYZ? And a lot of them were like, well, I got the paycheck protection. Like in 2020, you were correct, but they extended the law. You can get both.
Right.
And so we're helping clients. And so go back to your question. How do you hedge a downturn? How do you hedge recession? Decisions, planning. If you can get a little extra cash in your pocket to run your business, run your payroll, it kind of helps you mitigate the down.
And by hiring people like you, that there's everybody in this building that actually knows the laws.
Right.
It's kind of like what I went through with Welton Rayom, our attorneys, our law firm that's with us. My wife was getting the runaround from the insurance company from some accident, and I said, "Sweetheart, it's over. Let's give it to the lawyers."
Yeah.
They will deal with them because they know the laws. They're going to take advantage of you. And right now, you want to take advantage of what's going on.
Absolutely.
You need to know the laws. Hiring KSDT CPAs. That's how you get the
exactly
advantage.
Right. And to give an analogy, like if you got medical problems, your general practitioner is a good doctor, knows what they're doing, but they don't specialize in the heart or the foot. Sometimes you got to reach out to the people, and it's a function of time and complexity that you may have an accountant or a lawyer that is amazing, but they have a niche, they have a market. So sometimes you may have to kind of go out there. So we're kind of at that right size where we have enough people that somebody here knows something about somebody.
Right.
So not everybody's the jack of everything, but we have someone at our arm's distance that you got to go call George, or you got to call Jeff, or you want real estate, you got to go call Rob. So like we've built a good team here that somebody has a niche at something. Right. So
even crypto, by the way, as
absolutely.
you all know,
Yoandri. So last week you talked to George, and George is such a depth on the bench because of his experience. But he also knows when he's got to call somebody else and say, "Hey, I know, but I gotta find a little bit more. I got to dig a little deeper. So let's bring in Rob, or let's bring in somebody else." So we have a deep bench, and that I think that's what makes people happy, is that we don't just throw our hands up. We got resources that we go to. So
from professional planning, from personal planning, you want to call KSDT CPAs. You want to find out how you can take advantage of some of the things that are going on right now that are really affecting your life, affecting your business. If you're purchasing a business and you want to make sure that business, what they're selling you, is making the kind of profits they're telling you, and it's producing the way, you can have KSDT CPAs help you, and they'll tell you, yes, this is the right plan. You can make money with this business. So reach out. How do they reach out to the folks out here at KSDT?
There's numerous ways. You can follow us on all the social channels, website, KSDTCPA.com. Call our phone number 305-670-3370. We'll put you in contact with somebody. And kind of what you talked to George a couple of weeks ago, he said it perfectly in the sense that it's about having a conversation. Like, be honest with your doctor, be honest with your attorney, call somebody, have a conversation. They'll tell you it's a good thing. Like we kind of teach some of our younger folks here. where we say, what do you do? And they go, I do taxes. And I'm like, it's too broad. It's too generic. People don't know what you're talking about. You ask questions back. Well, do you own a business? Where are you at in your business? Because maybe I can't do tax work for you, but you want to sell your business. Well, we do mergers and acquisitions.
There you go.
Or maybe you're looking to go to the next chapter in your life and start another, like there's just different levels of your business. And we kind of help somebody from a startup to the exit strategy and everywhere in between, whether that's tax work or not, that's fine. But it's really just kind of partnering with businesses and going on the journey with them. And we've had a lot of companies that we started with them and now they're multi-million-dollar, organizations, and we've grown up with them and vice versa. So it's that relationship,
Alan, thank you, my brother. Are you, by the way, are you pumped about the Dolphin season?
I'm a little bit pumped up. I heard you, getting everybody riled up.
I'm trying.
It's one of those that in any sport, it's all about injury-free, because you can start day one, everybody looks good on paper, injury season's so
yeah, a little luck.
The health of everybody, a little luck. Give the guy the time to throw. If you give him the time to throw, they can make stuff happen.
Right.
Because these guys are all professionals. So you just give them that extra half a second, opens up the field, you make magic happen. You got to let them do their job.
I'm with you.
So I hope everybody stays injury free and we can get on the bandwagon.
All right, give them the number one more time for KSDT.
305-670-3370.
And by the way, offices in Dayland and in Weston.
And
so just in case you're in Broward and Palm Beach, you're going, man, they're all the way in Dayland. Well, then go to Weston. But hey, you can do everything pretty much by phone and video.
We'll connect to you via Teams or Zoom. We'll find a way to connect to you.
Yeah, today you can connect many, many ways. Alan, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
Excited to have you guys here. Have a good one.
You got it, man.
Take care.
Always love being here. Thank you, Alan.
All right.
Cameron.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.